Now, doctors and nurses were here together with a merchant to examine the strength of the captives. Now, a price of a captive was determined based on the strength of the captive. So my brother here like this, they will examine him, they will look at his strength. Yes, he's very strong. Yes, my brother can do the job. Yes. Yes, my brother can do the job. He can carry a lot of load and all that. So maybe they'll say they'll offer a mirror. Not a mirror. Just a mirror. So the person who captured my brother will say maybe instead of a mirror, he wants tobacco or gunpowder, snap, or bead, any other thing. So bargaining took place over here. You know, the Bond of 1844, that paved way for the British to colonize Gold Coast for 100 years was signed over here. I indicated that it was signed between Commander Hill and 8 Fanti chiefs. And don't forget, Commander Hill was the first governor in the Gold Coast. You know, important meetings were held over here. And that the history of Ghana and also the history of transatlantic slave trade can never be complete without talking about the Palava Hall, because the hall played a major role in the history of Ghana and that of transatlantic slave trade. Let's quickly move to Maclean's Hall, where the court system started.
Should have brought my water with me. Should have brought my water with me.
It's unfortunate, it's been locked in that we can't enter. But then I indicated that as Maclean came to the coast, he learned about the values, the traditions, and the customs of the locals, and that he used to settle disputes among the locals. So this place was used as the first court of justice in the whole of West Africa.
Yeah, Papa.
Yes, my wonderful guests. I indicated that Anglican Church in the country started from the castle around 1752. But then as they moved from the castle, just behind the church, and just behind the castle is the Anglican Church. And then we have Methodist Church down there at the station, the Methodist Church. Then we have Roman Catholic Church up there. Roman Catholic Church. So this part of Cape Coast is called Chapel Square. Chapel Square.
Chapel Square.
Very good. Chapel Square. But then on top of the hill, we have a small castle on top of the hill. That is Fort William. Fort William on top of the hill. Soldiers were there to protect the castle. Now if you are there, you see every part of Cape Coast, being inland and offshore. Soldiers were always there to spy on the land and the sea as well. Here was the soldiers' barracks. Soldiers' barracks. Soldiers were here to protect the castle. Right, where we have the shops. Later on, this place became the first prison in the country. So prisons in the country started from this very castle. Right. Let's move to the communication room to examine how soldiers over there were able to communicate to the soldiers in the castle.
Governor's bedroom hall.
Yes, as you stand here and look straight, you see the fort on top of the hill, Fort William on top of the hill. Yes. You look at it, you leave for others to come and look at it. Communication room. Soldiers were here to receive signals from soldiers up there. Yes.
Where at?
Can any of you guess what they were using to communicate?
Science. Flash.
Flash, perfect. Correct for 100 points. Yes.
Light?
Light, perfect. Correct for 100 points. Any other? Any other? Then mirror.
Mirror.
Yes. So flash in the morning, mirror in the afternoon, flashlight in the evening. Right. We shall go to another communication room, but then let's quickly move to the governor's residence to do some comparative analysis.
Oh, it's alright. It's alright. So we're now entering the governor's hall.
Yes, we are now in a governor's residence. Governor's living room here. As a matter of fact, a number of governors came to the coast. A number of governors came to the coast, but then one governor at a time. One governor at a time. No wife, no children because of the tropical diseases. But then we are here to look at the differences between this place and the dungeons. We've all been to the dungeons, we are all here. Any difference?
Maybe a little.
Much windows here.
Much windows. Any other?
Spacious.
Spacious.
Nice view.
Nice view. Any other? Right, so let's include this on mathematics here. How many windows here?
One.
How many windows here?
Oh, windows. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Nine windows for one governor. All right, let's move to the bedroom, governor's bedroom.
Bedroom? This is a bedroom?
Yes. Governor's bedroom many years ago.
This is where you do justice to Madam. Madam,
He takes
Yes.
us.
Right. We are now in the governor's
As you can
bedroom.
see, the windows are still
Yeah, so
foggy.
looking at the difference. How many windows here for one governor? 5 windows plus 9. 14 plus 2 here. 16 windows for one person. How many ventilation holes for about 200 captives?
3.
3, 2 small ones. Yes, but then those African women who were fortunate to be selected by the governor, they had the opportunity to come here to provide the governor with sexual services.
And then go back, or they stay here.
They were given special treatment.
They stay here.
Or they were given special treatment.
Yeah.
But then, my brothers and sisters, upon the analysis we've done, what do you think Africans were perceived by the Europeans?
And flora and fauna. Flora, cattle.
Cow. Wow. Any other? Africans were seen as what? My sister. Africans were seen as what?
Strong, like good work.
That they could work.
Yeah.
Any other? 200 people being in the chamber at a time, one person here at a time. From your own point of view, Africans were seen as what?
Cattle.
Cow.
Cow. Yeah, cattle.
Animal. My sister, what do you think? Animal. Any other? My sister. Animals or nothing. Nothing. So a man created by God in his own image and likeness was perceived as an animal or nothing, a cow, a property, an object. Any other. But then will you agree with me that such inhuman treatment is ongoing in a modernized way in our society? Will you agree with me?
Yeah.
So if it is ongoing in a modernized way, as individuals, as the youth of today, as future leaders, how do we fight against such inhuman treatment in our society? I think this is going to be a question to be discussed before we leave. Let's quickly visit the governor's reception area. Right, governor's reception area. one receptionist here at the time receiving visitors on behalf of the governor. So any official who wanted to see the governor had to do his appointment over here. Right. The officials used to entertain themselves over here. They used to take their coffee and whatever over here. The whole of this place for one person at a time. Meanwhile, 200 captives were captured down there. Alright, let's move to another communication room. Then from there, conclude the talk at the first English section. What close here? What close? That is Fort Victoria. Fort Victoria on top of the hill. Fort Victoria on top of the hill. Fort Victoria on top of the hill. Soldiers were there as well to protect the castle. Another soldier was here to receive signals from soldiers after.
Oh, way out on top of the hill.
Very good.
The White Castle?
Yes.
Wow. It's kind of far. It's like really far.
Right, let's conclude the talk as the first English text. This because of the sun. Right. So, this was the first English church. First English church, Church of England, which changed name to Anglican Church. So, Anglican Church in the country started from here. Methodist Church started from the courtyard of the castle after the church had been abolished. Right. So, while they were preaching over here, the captives were down there, sleeping in their own nests, dying in their numbers. So, ironically, heaven here, hell down there. The mulattoes and the mulatresses schooled over here. But then, as the student population increased, they moved to the museum. Right. First post office in the country here. First broadcasting house here. Now children's library. We have a number of books here. So whenever I come to Cape Coast, you can come here, you read. You can't borrow a book from here though. And you can read and you read the book here. You know, hospitals and clinics in the country started from the museum. So the modern day social, political, economic, cultural development of the country all started from here. Here equally forms the basis of the modern day international trading system. Any question? Any question?
So just to kind of clarifying some ideas, you're saying the Anglican Church, many of those churches started right here. Did you say that correctly? Wow.
Any other question? All right, by my wonderful guest. It will interest us to know that no white person went to the hinterland to capture black people. But then some of the local chiefs and other individuals served as middlemen. They captured their own people, brought them, exchange of clothes, clothing, mirror, gunpowder, snap, and what have you. And they took the alcohol, the tobacco. After taking the alcohol, they got drunk. They used the gun to captured by people. In 1992, Ghana celebrated the first Pan-African Historical Theatre Festival. Our National House of Chiefs were here to apologize. Our chiefs accept the fact that they took part in the trade, but then they were ignorant. They did not know what they were doing. They unveiled a plaque and it reads, "In everlasting memory of the anguish of our ancestors, may those who died rest in peace. May those who return find their roots. May humanity never again perpetrate such injustice against humanity. May the living bow to uphold this." But then before we leave, let's quickly discuss our question. Is slavery over? Is slavery over? Is slavery over? Why do you think slavery is over?
China. China.
I see. Any other? My brother, in Ghana, here is slavery over?
No.
Slave trafficking. You get the sex slave, but sex trafficking.
Sex trafficking. Any other? My sister.
I would say this type of slavery is over, but it's modernized. So,
Modernized way of slavery. Because even if you get people to work on your farm, you don't pay them. You know, they work more hours than they're supposed to be paid.
they don't treat them as
Yeah.
this type of.
So
I think the only difference is they are not traded
okay.
at the end of the day.
Okay.
They still work
I
extra
see.
hours.
Wow. So modernized slavery, isn't it? Modernized slavery. But then will you agree with me that youth employment is a typical example of slavery? Yes.
National Youth Employment.
National youth employment. They employ the youth, they work over 7 months before they give them 2 months allowance.
Yeah.
Sometimes they work for 6 months before they give them 2 months allowance. Most of the employers in the country, they employ the youth, they use them and they fail to pay them. Sometimes they wait till the middle of the month before they give them part of whatever they're supposed to give them. Child labor, child prostitution, child trafficking, how we treat our maid servant, all these form part of slavery. But then as individuals, as the youth of today, as future leaders, how do we fight against slavery in our society?
Education.
Education. My sister, what do you think? Another. How do we fight slavery in our society? Personally, I'm of the view that as individuals, we have to see ourselves as one people created by the same creator. No matter what, so far as we are human beings, somebody will serve the other. But then somebody serving you doesn't mean that you should treat the person as a slave. Let's have a positive mental attitude. Let's treat each other with fairness and equality. Respect. Let's do unto others what we expect others to do unto us. And I believe if individuals are able to do this, planet Earth would be a comfortable place for all of us to stay. On this note, I want to thank you so much for coming. The name has been Francis Kofi Esau, the very God who brought you to take you to your respective destinations. Thank you for coming and God bless you for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Had a wonderful time.
Now, food and water. Lots of water and food. Thank you so much, sir.
How many
Thank you so
times do
much.
you do this in a day?
Yeah.
It depends on the number of people who come here.
Oh.
So give me a range. What's the average?
On average, 2.
2.
Yes, on
Okay.
average.
Oh, you're also in slavery, you know.
Educated people.
He's
well paid.
Are you well paid?
I'm a service personnel.
Service. National service. Wow. And you're doing this?
Oh, okay.
They're only taking like 240 CDs at the end of the month.
You know the exact number. Jeez.
Yeah.
My sister.